Hey folks, before we jump into this week's session, I do these on a regular basis, basically every week, sharing information on the Microsoft cloud platforms, Microsoft 365, Office 365, etc. So please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you are aware every time we do a new upload, and also share on LinkedIn and Twitter. So without further ado, let's jump into this week's session. Hey folks, thank you for tuning in this week's edition of the Microsoft Cloud News Update. This week we have a lot of good updates to review. We're going to touch upon a preliminary root cause analysis regarding the Azure AD outage, talk about a new preview feature of Azure called Trusted Launch for virtual machines. There's also a new Synapse Analytics offering that is providing some free credits for that particular service, Windows Virtual Desktop training, and a lot more. So let's jump right into it. So all the links that I will be covering will be in the video description. Our first update is regarding the root cause analysis regarding the Azure AD outage from last week. And this is a preliminary root RCA. And if you go through the verbiage here, it talks about there was an error in the rotation of some keys that allows Azure AD to use OpenID and some other protocols. There was an automation process that invalidated the keys and basically prevented net new authentications from occurring. So more details and data and how it was mitigated is available in this blog post. Investigations are currently still undergoing, and this blog post will be updated with new information as it becomes available with a final RCA. There's a public preview for the new Azure Trusted Launch for virtual machines. And Trusted Launch is a new capability that leverages a virtual TPM. You may be familiar with TPM chips in bare metal machines. This is a virtualized TPM for your virtual machines that upon boot analyzes the boot sector, OS kernels, policies, etc., to determine whether or not the virtual machine or the boot sector was compromised. So a great security feature that's being built into the Azure platform. And if you're interested in the preview, check out the blog post link for more info. There's a limited time for free quantities in this offer for Azure Synapse Analytics. And this is the opportunity within your existing qualifying subscription. And the blog post will get some more details around the qualification process and what it requires for qualification. But in essence, you can now try the new serverless SQL pool and Apache Spark pool resources in Azure Synapse Analytics from now until the end of July 31st. And the blog post gets into detail on these different options and whether or not your subscription qualifies, as well as a link for more information regarding Azure Synapse Analytics. So check out the link for more info. Our next update is regarding Project Narya, and this is an advanced failure prediction and mitigation service built into Azure. The details here talk about the usage of artificial intelligence and identifying and predicting at-risk services, machines, etc., before they go into a fault state. The details are here, as well as some examples of how this is being used in the Azure data center to increase uptime and to do predictive failure analysis on the fabric within the Azure platform. It goes through all the virtual phases, as well as the testing framework and different modeling, etc. So there's also some examples here of some issues that have happened in the past and how Narya was able to predict and circumvent extreme failures while increasing uptime and move forward capabilities. So more details in the link on this new approach within the Azure platform. Our next update here is regarding some upcoming online sessions that cover a lot of the Microsoft 365 services and capabilities. So you'll see here with this link, these are all slated for April next month, and information on how to protect data, how to increase your security posture, protecting your identity, privacy, compliancy, etc. The item that I wanted to call your attention, because there's a lot of focus on Windows Virtual Desktop, is the Getting Started with WVD, Windows Virtual Desktop. And there are currently 4 sessions scheduled for next month in April. So check out the links in terms of learning how to register and to reserve your spot for this online training. Introducing Project Accelerator, and this is a download which is on GitHub that allow you to quickly get up and running on Microsoft Project for the web, Power Apps, etc. So it's a set of best practices and templates that you can use to get up and running using the project platform. So it includes templates and resources regarding proposals, programs, risks, issues, changes, status, etc. So the Accelerator is built on the Power Apps platform. It leverages Project for the web, and the link to download the Accelerator is towards the bottom of the page here and available again via GitHub. Microsoft Whiteboard is now available for Android and within Teams channels and chat. So a lot of you are familiar with the Microsoft Whiteboard app. There are new capabilities to integrate the whiteboard into a Teams chat using the facilities outlined here in the blog post. So it's very simple. If you currently have a chat or a Teams channel, click on the plus key or the plus button within either the chat or the channel and search for the Whiteboard app, and boom, it'll automatically be inserted into that chat or channel. The blog post also announces a completely rebuilt whiteboard for the web and also for Android. So that is now available. So folks on mobile devices can participate in whiteboarding via Teams through this app. More details are in the link for this announcement. Azure Active Directory external identities are now generally available. So this was previously announced a few months ago in preview. It's now gone GA. And if you scroll down here in the blog posting, talks a little bit about what this new offering is. So it is a self-service sign-up. That capability is built in, and it allows you to integrate with identity providers such as Google, Facebook IDs, and also email-based one-time passcodes or Microsoft accounts, which is currently in preview, to provide access and collaboration with folks who may not have internal IDs within your Azure AD environment, and to allow that collaboration, etc. This is particularly useful for Microsoft 365 applications, etc. There are also some new capabilities around the Azure B2C components and B2B as well. So definitely check out the link for more information on how to include external identities in your Azure AD environment. Something that's in public preview right now regarding Microsoft Teams is the out-of-office scheduling facility. A lot of you are familiar with out-of-office scheduling and the announcement feature that's available via either the Outlook client or Outlook for the web. This feature is now in preview for Microsoft Teams. So this gives you the capability to schedule an out-of-office within a particular time frame, message, etc. So all the details on how to set this up and enroll in the public preview are all here in the blog post. It'll make it a lot simpler and easier to to provide out-of-office information for folks who may not use Exchange, Outlook, etc., but are exclusively on the Teams platform. So check out the link for more info. And last but not least, a Microsoft 365 roadmap update regarding Microsoft Teams. And this is a pretty cool feature that is now in preview. It's push-to-talk capabilities within Microsoft Teams, the Microsoft Teams client, and on iOS devices. So push-to-talk allows you to have secure voice communications between iOS devices, much like what you would see in a walkie-talkie type of scenario. So some more details are here in the roadmap update, as well as information on how to enroll in the preview. That concludes this edition of the Microsoft Cloud News Update. Please like, subscribe, share. If you have any feedback, please reach out to me either via Twitter, LinkedIn, or in the comment section. I read all the comments and be happy to reply back to any feedback you might have, concerns, or other things you may want to see moving forward with this channel. So again, appreciate your time today and hope you have a great week, and we will catch you next time. Take care.